Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Basara Blends back again with another video. And this video is going to be a tutorial. For this haircut, I'm going to be doing a bald fade with an undercut. So my client specifically is trying to grow a man bun. And right now his hair's not long enough on top, so it's kind of like a little baby bun. And my client also does not like a lineup or arcs. He likes to keep it all natural. So in this video, I'm going to be referring to this position with the masters open, to this position with the masters closed. Halfway is going to be the third notch. That's halfway. This is going to be a second notch. And the fourth notch I rarely do use. I do not use the fourth notch. So once again, open, close, halfway, second notch. For the magic clip, I do not have, but this is a senior. Same build, same concept, just a different machine. With a magic clip in the tutorial, I'm going to be referring to this is open, this is closed. Also with the masters, if you look really close to the blade is flat and it kind of curves in right here. So when I am cutting hair, pretend this is the scalp. I do not lay it flat because this won't cut. So I kind of tilt it in to a point where this part is flat against the scalp. And I go straight up with it. I do not dig in, but I just leave it flat. So let's get right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the top of the hair, and this is going to help me prevent cutting any of the length on top. And putting duck clips is going to secure the top of the hair. So now I'm going to grab my masters, I'm going to keep it closed, and I'm going to make my first guy line. And now I'm going to be grabbing my Simline Pro, and I'm going to clean up right underneath the first guy line. And the reason why I make my first guy line with the masters is because it's easier to take the line out. Sometimes using the trimmer to make the first guy line leaves a really harsh line that is harder to take out. Now I'm going to grab my shaver and I'm going to clean up right underneath. So I'm going to leave about a finger length or width, and I'm going to bald out underneath all that. Make sure you don't go to the line because it's going to bring the fade higher and it's going to make it harder to take the line out. So the shaver did leave a faint line, so I'm going to grab my trimmer and I'm going to flip it, and flipping it allows me to get a little closer to the scalp. And now I'm going to flip it and clean up any little harsh lines I could have made. And with the shaver, I'm going to go down with the grain and I'm going to flick at the line very slightly just to clean it up and take it out all out. So now I'm going to grab the masters, I'm going to open it up all the way, and I'm going to make my second guy line. Make sure to give yourself enough space to get the blend in, so don't be afraid to go up. I would say about a finger to two maybe in the length or the width of the guy line. So now I'm going to use the masters halfway, and I'm going to go right above the zero guy line but right below the masters open. Also make sure to keep the blade flat against the head. Don't dig in because it's going to make harsh lines that are going to be a pain to take out. So now I'm going to grab the masters and put it to the second notch, and I'm going to flick and tap the line, and I'm going to be opening it and closing it just to get it perfect as possible. But I'm using the same steps: open, halfway, second notch. It doesn't change, so I just play between those three notches to get the blend looking good. And the head, it's not perfectly flat, so there's going to be kind of indents, so each part of the head might need something different or might require a different notch to get it the same color to keep it looking identical and even, the fade. So right now I'm just detailing, I'm going back and forth between the notches, the open, halfway, and second notch. Just trying to make the blade look as smooth as possible. So right now I see little slight lines, so I just come back and I'm just detailing. So now I'm gonna grab my detachable, my Oscar 76 with the 1.5. And you can use any detachable, it could be a Octane, a Supra, but in my case it's gonna be a 76, and I'm gonna make my last guy line about, I'm gonna say, a finger or two once again. Make sure to give yourself space to blend it out. But the beautiful thing about the Masters is that it opens up to a 1. So this 1.5 doesn't really leave a line. If you can see the open with the 1.5 is a little slight. Not even a line, it's more of a shadow. So I'm gonna grab my 0 guard. And I'm gonna go halfway. And I'm just gonna attack that little shadow. Once again, I stress, do not dig in the scalp, keep the blade flat. Same thing with my detachable. I went flat against head, straight up, not leaving any harsh lines. So with the Masters, I'm gonna go with it to the second notch, and I'm gonna clean up once again. And I'm just playing with it between the 3 notches, halfway, second notch, close, just detailing. And now I'm gonna close it all the way. So now I'm grabbing the 1 and I'm gonna detail. So there was a slight little line and I'm gonna take it out with the 1. Usually the 0 guard halfway will blend straight into the 1.5. Depending on the hair type and the way I position the blade, it might leave a slight line. In this case it did. So with the 1 I'm just cleaning up right underneath it. So now in that part of his head is more dented in, so it looks a little darker. So I'm gonna come back and detail it, and I'm gonna use my corners. I use the corners because using the blade flat could cause another line to appear. So using the corners gets details. So now I'm gonna use my Johnny B flat top comb and my Wall Magic Clip wireless. And the reason why I prefer using the Wall Magic Clip is because it is wireless and lightweight. And the Johnny B comb is just a steady comb and catches all of the hair. It's a really good comb. I recommend these 2 tools for anyone. And the positioning wasn't the best. Next tutorial or next video I'll try to find a better angle. Now I'm gonna grab the 1.5 wall and I'm gonna open it up. So it's gonna be a short 2. And I'm just gonna flare at that little shadow. So I am using the clipper for this part because I feel like if you use the clipper right and you follow the shape of the clip, it allows you to like leave it really soft and it allows more detailing. The flat top comb, to me, I find it harder to get the details in, so I do prefer using this. So I did right here, I did use my 1.5 close and I'm just detailing it. So now I'm gonna grab the one halfway, and once again I'm just detailing. So for this part, it could be the one halfway with the masters or the one halfway with the wall. Either one would work, but for this case I use the masters because it cuts a little sharper, and the noise kind of helps me to know when to stop or when to start pulling out my clipper. So a little bit of bulkiness, I'm gonna come back and clip over comb. Now I'm gonna grab my thinning shears, and I'm going to just clean up any dark spots I see towards the ridge of his head. And remember, this cuts 30%, so even though it doesn't cut a lot, be careful. Use a couple snips at a time, because if you do too many snips in one area, it's really gonna leave like a little patch. So right here, I'm just cleaning up the back side, and this is a better angle, so it shows how I leave the blade, not the blade, the comb flat, and I run over it with the machine. Right here's a little dark spot, so I'm gonna come back and clean it up. And now I'm just tracing my steps back, and I'm detailing. So now I'm gonna put his hair in a little bun. Once again, like I said, my client is trying to grow his hair out, and right now it's in the process, so right now it's a little baby bun, but I'm gonna bun it up. And now I'm gonna use aftershave, and I'm gonna spray it on with the hair blow dryer. And the reason why I do this is because it leaves it like more of a mist and doesn't burn. So this is the before. And this is the after. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did enjoy, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, comment in the comment section down below what you guys want to see next in another tutorial. Give this video a thumbs up. This is your boy BARBER Blends signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video.